30, 40 years.
Yeah. So, there are many different types of conversations that you can have with people. And you don't necessarily have to have all 12 at the same time when you're talking, but I think when your friend or family member is going through something like this, you learn from your heart how you're going to discuss this very sensitive subject with. Okay. So these are a few things that one might be able to do in order to help somebody. And like I said, it's just kind of maybe a wish list of things, and they may not need a specific type of help that is in this list, but it's a consideration for you to think about as far as what value that you can provide as a potential caregiver and friend. Oh, okay. Oh, let's go back. So shop for groceries and pick up prescriptions, help with chores around the house, cook dinner and drop it off, ask for dietary restrictions beforehand, schedule a night of takeout food and movies together, babysit children, take them to and from school and activities, or arrange for play dates. Organize a phone chain or support team to check on your friend regularly. Drive your friend to an appointment or a support group meeting. Offer to take notes during an appointment, or give him or her company during the treatment. Go for a walk together. And think about the little things your friend enjoys that makes life normal for them. Offer to help make these activities easier. These are a few web pages that I found that have a lot of those topics that you saw earlier, but goes into depth as far as how you go about providing those types of care. And anybody that might be interested in either the whole presentation or at least this page, you can talk to me afterwards and give me your email address and I'll send this to you. So as a final thought, be more active versus passive. There are many ways to communicate, either email, text, phone calls, letters, cards, visits. Pray for the family and the friend. So, lung cancer in stage 4 is fatal. And you can see this almost any place you go on the internet to look. There's only 4% that will live beyond 5 years after diagnosis. So I believe that God still has more work for me. So how is it possible that after a year and a half of cancer, radiation, chemotherapy, that I still have the energy to sing in the choir, maintain the church website, work full-time as a software consultant, search the internet for new consulting work, tutor math and chemistry to high school kids, and to be able to talk to other cancer patients either on a one-to-one basis or at a support group. Sharon and I attend a support group that's actually at her Aunt Nuttel's church in Belmont, and so it started about 6 months ago, and so we've been attending regularly. We've learned a lot, and we've been able to share with several of the individuals there, and are able to do one-on-ones with people afterwards too. So, to look at a Bible verse that references part of what I'm trying to help to educate you guys is in Colossians chapter 1, verses 28 to 29. He is the one we proclaim, admonishing and teaching everyone with all wisdom, so that we may present everyone fully mature in Christ. To this end, I strenuously contend with all the energy Christ so powerfully works in me. So I wanted to break us into small groups, 6, 7, 8 people, doesn't matter. And think about a few of these questions and you may be able to share amongst yourselves. Who do you know has cancer or other kind of long-term illness? What have you done in the past to help that person to accept the illness? And what can you do in the future to provide more support? So if you have questions or comments, welcome to talk about it now. Yeah, Mick.
There's a new shingles shot.
Yeah.
Okay, they say it's, I've taken this regular shingles shot, but then right now I heard Kaiser is giving the new shingles shot, which is 2 shots. Supposed to be working better, because you could get shingles more than once.
I've heard of it. Tommy has
I've
first
already
hand
taken
knowledge.
part 1 where it's 2 shots, so
I
you
took
have to
mine
take a second
yesterday.
shot 2 to 6 months after the first shot. So they say it's 90% effective. That's what I've read.
So you could get shingles more than once,
Yeah.
even if you have the shot.
So I could take it again, even though I took the shot 5
They
years
say it's
ago.
a new,
It's a new,
shot.
different type of,
It's 6 months apart.
2 to 6.
2 to 6 months, but they say take it as soon as closer to the 2 months to have it more effective.
Bill.
I'm just wondering how you're feeling day to day, and are you able to sleep at night?
Well, one of the things that I've always had was this cough. And I've had different kinds of medicines in order to help. When I first would go to sleep, I would cough for like 2 hours before falling asleep. Or I may be able to fall asleep right away, but I wake up in the middle of the night and I cough for 2 hours. So now it's gotten a lot better. I would say the average is maybe 15, 20 minutes. So it's significantly improved.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. What kind of diet? I mean, have you changed your diet quite a bit?
Well, one of the things that I've started to learn is that I have somewhat of a loss of appetite, and that could have been part of my weight loss. And so the idea is to eat more frequent, not as much, but to do that, I've been advised by my doctor to take at least 1 Ensure drink a day to add some calories into it. And I take a whole series of vitamins as well as other pills, and so those things I think in the long run are going to be good for me. So, my family cooks for me very well. But, oh yeah, and of course, yeah, we've been blessed with having other friends that have been able to provide meals and soups and things like that, which are very nice. Yeah, Tiffany.
I'm sorry I came in late, so if you already answered this, you don't have to. How has having cancer, how has that changed the way you've thought about your faith and your relationship with God, and how has that changed your perspective on your life?
Faith has always been a pretty powerful component in our family's life. All 3 of my children continue to believe that God is there for all of us. They all attend churches in their respective communities. And as far as I felt is that, even when we first found out that I was sick, that I wasn't afraid. I knew that God was going to take care of me however long I had left here on earth. And so my faith, I don't think, has really gotten any stronger. I think it's just stayed the same. And I think it's a lot to do with all you folks that are out here. You guys have been such a powerful church family to us. And had we not found First Chinese Baptist Church, I think it would have really had an impact over how our lives would have turned out afterwards. So yeah, I think as we do these types of things in order to strengthen the faith of each other, that's really the best that we can do. And I'm not afraid to leave the earth. I know that as long as I still can see and walk and talk and think and sing, that I will be involved here. Well, we'll go ahead and break into groups, and thank you for listening. I don't think there's going to be a pullback. We'll just break into groups of like 7, 8 people, and we're not going to do this 1, 2, 3. No, let's just group together in groups of people, and thank you for being here today.
Make a suggestion. I think the simplest thing to do is just one.